Well, the man seen on video shooting an anti-Juan de Oñate protester in Española is now asking to be released before trial. Now, Spencer Schott spoke with his attorney today. So, Spencer, a judge had already ruled that he thought this suspect was too dangerous to be released. So what's, I guess, the status of why they want to file this appeal? What's their reasoning here?
Well, Ryan Martinez's attorney says she doesn't believe the judge fully considered all possible conditions of release. And she says they've laid out a couple options that she says could keep the community safe until trial.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Martinez had a right of appeal to the New Mexico Court of Appeals, and we thought it would be important to raise this appeal.
Back in October, Ryan Martinez sat in front of a judge, and after a full day of testimony from witnesses and responding officers, the judge ruled Martinez would be held in jail until trial.
The court does not agree with the public safety assessment's evaluation as to Mr. Martinez's fitness to be released. The court finds, rather, that there's clear and convincing evidence that he presents a danger to the community.
But this week, Martinez's attorney filed an appeal asking for him to be released, saying there are steps that can be taken to ensure community safety.
The court could order would be things such as a GPS ankle monitor to ensure that he goes where he's supposed to go, a curfew. He could even be ordered onto house arrest. All things that the court could have considered, and I felt like weren't given enough consideration during the hearing.
Moss adds Martinez's parents have also made changes to encourage the judge to release him.
They had already removed all firearms from the home before the hearing, and they were willing to comply with any conditions of release that the court imposed. Pretrial services was welcome to come out to the home and to search the home to look for anything that they were concerned with.
Back in October, Judge Lydiard spent more than 30 minutes after each attorney gave their closing arguments, explaining his reasoning for not releasing Martinez. While he recognized Martinez didn't have any past convictions, he did have a run-in with the FBI for making threatening posts online, swore at officers and children the day of the shooting, and came into a peaceful protest heavily armed.
He has been warned by a special agent with the FBI by being cautious about his behavior, making threatening comments. It's concerning behavior, to say the least. It is certainly violent in its nature, and the circumstances seem to be created by Mr. Martinez.
Now, this appeal was filed on Monday, and the State Court of Appeals has 2 weeks to respond to basically say how they're going to respond to this, whether or not they're going to release him, set another trial date. It's kind of up in the air until the Court of Appeals.
Yeah. Or just stick with the decision there. Now, in the court process so far, we have heard from Martinez and his attorneys claiming that he was actually the victim in the shooting. So did that aspect of the argument come up in this appeal?
It did. His attorney said that he is arguing self-defense. Now, this is something that also came up on the pretrial detention hearing, and Judge Lydiard didn't buy into it. But in the end, it's ultimately up to a jury to decide on whether or not Martinez was acting in self-defense.
Yeah, if we get that far, for sure. Okay, Spencer, thanks.